Hi everyone, welcome back to part 42 of my TemTem playthrough. Last episode we went ahead and reached Miyako village and explored it. We got to know that we have to go to the sacred lake to go ahead and battle Belsoto clan, as the Belsoto flying castle will actually land over there. Now that is what we are going to focus on today's episode. We have around 10 tamers in Sacred Lake and a couple of stickers, so I'm pretty excited for this. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to cover in this episode, but I'm just gonna try my best. I'm also pretty sure that today's episode is gonna be smaller as well. Anyway, here we have a Denizian priest, which is pretty cool to see. After all, it's pretty rare to see a Denizian here in Sipangu. I'm pretty sure this trainer is powerful. Alright, I've gone ahead and healed up my TemTems just before this episode. I would recommend going ahead and saving up your healing items when you're going through the Sacred Lake and not actually using them. This is mainly because you have a boss battle that's gonna come up and you won't have a Temporium to heal up your TemTems. It's also recommended to have your TemTems around level 75 before you go into that battle. I believe you will have your TemTems around that level regardless if you are just normally playing this game. At least that is the case for me here. As you can see, my TemTems are around level 73 to 74. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and focus on defeating all of these tamers. We don't really have much on the storyline other than the fact that we have to, I would say, go ahead and try to defeat all of the Belsoto trainers that are here. They're apparently in hiding and are trying to summon the castle. This is pretty interesting considering that the High Priest really doesn't like Belsoto clan, neither does he like the Congress. But he did agree to give us permission to come here after we gave him a Inky, which is a specific TemTem you'll be able to find in Pillars of Higher Bow. I must say this storyline is kind of ramping up. I feel like we might be able to kind of defeat Belsoto clan, but you never know. There might be just a twist at the end and we just end up with nothing. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens next. Alright, here we have our next tamer. This guy looks a bit more suspicious, but let's quickly go ahead and defeat him. Simon should go down easily, but for Zare I'll have to switch out. In this case I chose Saku. There we go, that is pretty good. Alright, up next we have Banshee. It's definitely been quite some time since I saw the last Banshee, so I'm pretty surprised here. If you might know, Banshee is usually seen more in Dennis, and I believe some trainers in Nanga also have it, but it's pretty rare. It's also pretty powerful. Its typing is part mental and part flying, or part wind in this case. It's pretty cool, and I think you'll only be able to find Banshee directly. If you want its pre-evolution, you definitely have to go ahead and read it. In this case, I might have to switch out into Kazuma, but I think at this point we are just gonna go ahead and try taking it down. And there we go, we have defeated it. Thankfully this time my starter actually survived, which means it does go to level 74. If you might remember, in the past few episodes, my starter is not really doing that great. I'm really struggling to keep it up. Hopefully, this doesn't become an issue anymore. I'm going or moving a bit slowly here, just to make sure that I'm not missing out any stickers. As far as I know, there are at least 6 stickers in this area, and all of them are in this huge circle. I would definitely recommend having a second look just to make sure that you have not missed any of them. Alright, here is the next tamer, and unfortunately he has a village, which means I might have to switch out. But thankfully I was able to take it down due to Antan. I think my starter and Antan are a really good combo. Rakesh. Probably I would need my starter to be on the field. Rakesh goes down as it's 4 times weak. But Saku doesn't. So I do have to wait. Unfortunately, it took down my starter. And if you're wondering why I'm not calling my starter by its name, it's just that I am really not sure how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's called Nagesh, but you never know, it might be wrong, so I'm just gonna refer it to as my starter. As for the other names, it's much easier for me to actually use it. There we go. Alright. I might have to heal up my team after this. Let's see how it goes. I also see that my internet is a bit slower today and things are getting a bit difficult to load. I might have to restart or my game might just crash. I see that the game would crash only when you have internet issues, which in my case I do have a bit, and I do understand why my game crashes. I actually hope that your game doesn't crash as well. By the way, I did actually heal up my team with the field. Let's go with this battle here. We have a mix. I guess I shouldn't have switched out Antan with the Zuma, as it would have actually helped much more. Either way, yep, the Zuma is definitely gonna go down this turn. That's pretty bad. Hopefully Saipat goes down. Never mind. This turn I did go with mix. Just gonna go ahead and see how this is gonna go. Saipat goes down, which is good. Now these TemTems are at level 75, which I did not realize till now. They're definitely pretty powerful and are able to do massive damage on my team. It's understandable if you do have a boss battle who has a TemTem around the same level as yours. I'm pretty sure it will just wreck your team if you're not careful, which I think will kind of happen in my case. Now there are 2 tamers here in the lake, so I'm just gonna go ahead and battle them. Here we have a sleeping pilgrim, which is pretty funny. I mean, they do have to be a bit more careful. You do not want to just fall into the lake when you're sleeping. Either way, we do wake them up just to make sure that they are not a part of Belsoto clan. Until now, we have found at least 3 Belsoto clan team members. I'm pretty sure we'll find more. All I have to do is just defeat the rest of them. Nidrasil is definitely powerful, but it can go down with a wind type move. Thankfully, Antan is able to resist all of these moves. I might have to heal up my Saku, but both of these TemTems go down with 1 move from Antan, which is good. Alright, we're doing pretty well. There we go. Alright, let's just leave them alone. Going back to the shore, we do have this small pathway here. It's kind of like a dead end. I'm guessing that is where the castle is gonna be. So we are not gonna go over there, but move on forward in a circle. I believe we are going clockwise. You can definitely go anti-clockwise as well. I just prefer this as it makes it much easier for me to go. I just prefer this direction. Here we have a priest or shaman. I'm really not sure which one. It's interesting that she has a 80 level Zobin. Pretty cool. All we have to do is make sure that it goes down, which it does. I think a single TemTem which is higher in level is much easier to take down than having 2 TemTems around the same level as your own. Once you defeat her, she does give you a quest. Let's quickly go ahead and accept it. Although I'm not sure how we are able to move on forward with that. we can at least try. She has a quest with the High Priest, which is something we can keep for later. I know I could have completed this quest, but I kind of want to move on forward with the storyline. So we are just going to keep any quest after this one to the side as much as possible. Unless, of course, it is in the path that we are going through. Here we have the stowaway, who I believe we have met before. He's the reason why we were able to escape back in Tukma. I believe we were prisoners in Quetzal, and he actually helped us run away. It's pretty fun to see him here, and he does have some powerful TemTems. So it's not just that he's kind of getting a ride in Narwhal. He's definitely a useful character. I guess if he did actually approach the captain, maybe he could have just worked his way through Narwhal rather than just being a stowaway. Either way, I'm just gonna focus on taking these two down. Now here, Nagas over there and the opposite side actually used a new move, Nagas Fury, which I think I've never seen before. And I wonder when my own strider will actually learn that move. It looked super cool and was definitely powerful. So I'm hoping that my strider will actually learn that move pretty soon. Maybe around level 77. I mean, mine is still at level 74 and does have a couple more levels. It also seems that at this point, the TemTems are actually in different levels for our opponents. The first two pair were pretty higher in level, and the next two are in level 67. Now unfortunately my team is completely down, and so does Oshikai as well. This is pretty bad. Thankfully I did actually bring in Gazuma. Hopefully this helps. I decided to go with the high pressure water, and focus goes down. At this point, I'm able to take down the starter as well, which is good. There we go. I'll definitely have to heal up after this battle, so let me quickly come back. Yep, we have around 4 more tamers to go, which is pretty good. We do have another sticker here. Ooh, Regnite. We have another sticker here. I'm wondering if I did actually skip a sticker at this point. It does seem like it. But either way, I am back, healed up completely. Here we have the secret tamer, or the hidden one, Dubious Priest. This guy looks more like a Belsoto clan team member than a priest. So I'm guessing he is part Belsoto clan. Probably he's just hiding in the temple to help the clan, which kind of makes sense. He does have 2 powerful TemTems at level 80. I'm wondering if I should actually level up my TemTems. I've never been out-leveled so much before in an area, and this is quite concerning. If TemTems here are actually in level 80 to 75, even though I said that in a decreasing order, I feel that I might have to level up my TemTems at some point to match up with this level. I'm pretty sure that back when I was defeating tamers in Ricefield, even the tamers with 2 TemTems had a lower level TemTem than mine. So this definitely tells me that I have to at some point go ahead and grind up, so that I'll be able to at least have my TemTems around level 80. Either way, unfortunately I did not use the right TemTems, and as you can see I'm struggling a bit here. Let me go with alright, electric type move. I did go with energy manipulation, as that does have a pretty good effect on Momo. As for Whirlwind, I was hoping to take it down with Gazuma, Thankfully, Kazuma does actually survive, although it went down after using its own turn. I'm finally able to defeat this guy. It was definitely a tough battle. I think it's time for me to go ahead and quickly switch out my TemTems in case I know that they are not going to be effective. That is the only way to kind of keep my team up and running. Either way, we have one more tamer here, which is good. Let's quickly go ahead and defeat her. She looks a bit paranoid and keeps saying that she has seen some Besoto clan team members here, which is understandable considering that they always like to destroy stuff. Either way, let me quickly go ahead and switch out. I really had to remove my starter out of there, considering that both of these TemTems are part electric. Yep, that would have definitely taken down my starter. With Oshukai, I'll just be able to use Rockfall, and hopefully that does a really good damage. It did do good damage to OP10, but I might have to be a bit more careful. Amphitheater is still up. Spazi. I'll focus on Spazi and just use Chain Lightning. Yep, Spazi goes down as it is pretty lower leveled. And Amphitheater goes down as well. At this point, we have only Moigu up in front. I wonder where I'll be able to find this TemTem, or if I just have to level up the one that I've already caught. It's pretty interesting, but sadly it's only a digital TemTem. That is the only reason why I decided not to add it to my team. Either way, it's time for me to go to the dead end, where we did skip 2 tamers. While making my way back, I did check up on the sticker, and it seems that I have not missed any, which is really good. Here is a Besoto Scout, which is the first time we are seeing this name as it is. We've just seen dubious priests and other silly names before for Besoto clan team members. This one was really not disguised. Either way, he does have pretty powerful TemTems. I do have to be a bit careful. I did decide to go into Oshukai, as that does help. That was not good. I might have to switch to Antan, although I decided to just keep my starter up in front. Using Rockfall, which actually did pretty good damage. I'm still not able to do much with my starter. I'm really not trying to say that my starter is bad, it's just that its typing is bad. I wish it did not have the part water typing. That would have actually helped. At this point, we actually see another new move, which is Flaming Meteor. Pretty interesting animation. Although Oshukai did go down. Switching into Kazuma, I'm able to tackle these two. There we go, that is pretty good level. Chain Lightning takes down Kepper, and Zenrith still is up. It knocked itself, which is good. I think this is actually a really good place for me to go ahead and end out this episode. After all, we only have one more tamer left, and I'm pretty sure once we defeat him, we'll have another cutscene. It's better to just go ahead and end out this episode here so that we can take it up or pick it up in the next one. Either way, this was definitely a fun episode, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it really helps me a lot. If you'd like to support me more, check out the links down in the description for Patreon and Ko-fi. But I'll see you all in the next one.